Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's bloodiest day in almost 7 years, Ethereum's bloodiest day ever, and reasons why, also new reasons why that you may not have heard of, and why we don't have to worry about that stuff all that much. So if you want to find out why and stop panicking for a second, stay tuned for today's episode. All right, guys, what is up? Bitcoin crashed hard over the past day, down 50 to 53%. One of the worst days in 7 years. Ethereum's worst day ever. Now, if we take a look at what went on with Bitcoin, that looks pretty good, except that's an inverted scale. And I just want to take a look at this in a moment to see where Bitcoin could return to. But this is one chart that I made a few weeks ago when I was talking about, is Bitcoin in a downtrend or an uptrend? Now, I had this as the 5-year uptrend, or I had a downtrend since December of 2017. Well, it appears like we broke out of the uptrend. We're in the downtrend. But these red lines that I had here were just lines of support and resistance. And it's uncanny how well support and resistance works in terms of predicting where Bitcoin price would be. You can see this candle wicked out at exactly right around 38.77, which is where this line was. And then it bounces back up, not all the way, but we could be looking at some different places where Bitcoin could go. One thing that we can take a look at, one thing that I always like to take a look at, is the Fibonacci, because other than support and resistance, Fibonacci is a really good way to see where Bitcoin prices would go. And if we just extend this right here, you can see Bitcoin bounced all the way up and then came back to the 50 fib. Now, more likely is a 38.2 and a 61.8, so it could likely come to 64.70 before it finds some type of equilibrium. But it's amazing how well the fib has turned out on that one. Now, in terms of things causing Bitcoin, obviously everybody's freaking out about coronavirus, this black swan event. And if you are freaking out, I highly recommend you watch CryptoLark's video. I will try to link to it here, a little card thing, if it can, because he will help soothe your soul. You'll feel much better. It's a great video. But this thing is absolutely crazy. Cryptos Are Us. He was talking about this, the end of days prediction. So there's this book by Sylvia Brown called The End of Days, which was published in 2008. And in that book, it says in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack again 10 years later, and then disappear completely. That is uncanny. I mean, that is quite an accurate prediction because coronavirus is something that causes pneumonia-like symptoms in people. Now, it came up about 3 months ago. Chances are it's going to end pretty soon, at least that's my thought, because it is a flu-like disease. The flu tends to last, on average, 13 weeks is how long the flu lasts. This is a flu-like disease. My guess, it'll probably last just about as long. Seems to me like people are going crazy right now. Like, things are going overboard. So I would think that it should be dying soon. Because right now, it kind of has a straight line. And guess what? Most diseases do not continue in a straight line. They have a decay. Now, other things. So coronavirus is one thing that causes this black swan event across markets all over the world. And is causing, S&P to drop. Gold prices to drop, Bitcoin to drop, everything prices to drop. The Fed has just injected $1.5 trillion into the economy, more than they've injected in the past 5 years. They just did that, which goes to show you that the value of cash is decreasing significantly, which would make you think holding Bitcoin would probably be good in the long term. Another reason not to panic. But this was pointed out as by Crypto Kirby's Trading as one of the potential reasons for Bitcoin price to drop as significantly as it did. Basically, there's this article here, Chance Discovery brings quantum computing using standard microchips a step closer. So previously, in terms of quantum computing to switch to states, they thought they had to switch magnetic fields. But it turns out that they can just switch electric fields, which are related to magnetic fields. It's called electromagnetism. But they can use electric fields to switch them and monitor them a bit better. So because of that, it seems like, we're a lot closer to quantum computing being very easy for anyone to use. As a matter of fact, there was this article. The last article was published yesterday. This article also, IBM building Europe's first quantum computer. I mean, if people have quantum computers, they can break Bitcoin encryption and everybody will lose their money, right? Well, as a matter of fact, no. I made a video a couple weeks to months ago. I'll post that link here so you can watch that video if you want to find out more. But it turns out that Bitcoin right now uses Schnorr signatures in its encryption. It can actually just use Lamport signatures, which are one-time signatures that would help prevent quantum computing. You can see here, although the potential development of quantum computers threatens the security of many common forms of cryptography, such as RSA, it's believed that Lamport signatures with large hash functions would still be secure in that event. So, it goes on further to say, unfortunately, each Lamport key can only be used to sign a signal message. However, combined with hash trees, which Bitcoin already uses, a single key could be used for many messages, making this a fairly efficient digital signature scheme. So, even if quantum computers came around, it doesn't matter. Bitcoin is still secure. So, going on further. So that's two potential reasons why you don't need to worry so much about it. And the third thing is, guys, this is just a crazy misinformation thing. Like, granted, everybody's messed up. Everything is closing. I mean, it's happening around me where all the businesses are closing. People aren't going to school. Everything. People are freaking out for coronavirus. That's as insane as shutting down the entire world every time there's a flu season. Like, from the end of fall until the beginning of spring, let's just shut down the world because people are getting flu. But Tom Hanks has it, and this person has it. Yeah, guess what? When Tom Hanks gets the flu, we don't announce that over every social media, news network, everything like that. He recovers from it. Chances are he'll recover from coronavirus. And if we take a look at the actual facts, okay, this is the seasonal flu right here. Kills 1,000 people per day. Coronavirus, 56 people per day. I get it, it's a pandemic. You know why people are freaked out about pandemics? Because they don't understand what it means. It's a disease that affects a bunch of countries. That's it. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that it's going to kill everybody. But people are freaked out. And like I said, if you are freaked out, watch that video by CryptoLark. It'll help soothe your soul. So, that's basically it for the video today. Me personally, I'm not worried about what's going on with Bitcoin. I'm in it for the long term. I know that, I haven't done anything. I haven't done any trading, any selling, nothing like that based on this. I will say that dollar cost averaging, like I've been doing since I got into Bitcoin, it's a lot more lucrative now than it was when Bitcoin was at $20,000. So, that being said, I personally don't think there's anything to fear. But you guys make up your own mind in terms of that because I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just make little videos. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I wanted to say I am now hiring. So if you want to work with me, I'm looking for someone who's skilled in Photoshop, also a news aggregator, someone who can find a whole bunch of cryptocurrency news, and a business partner. So if you want to do any of that stuff, definitely email me at the email right there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Please don't freak out. Have a good weekend, and see you soon. Peace.